Hey fam, what's good? What's good? I hope the show well and keeping safe. Welcome back to another one. Today we're gonna find ourselves doing a little bit of a breakdown on what we can potentially expect for this up and coming week, or what I am thinking what I can expect for this up and coming week. Right? Simply just sharing my thoughts. You are more than welcome to share your thoughts in the comment section as well, whether you are long or short on this beautiful instrument called the NASDAQ, right? So starting off, we're gonna look at the economic calendar, right, on what we can expect for this week. The only reasoning to why I'm pulling out the calendar is simply because of these times, right? The days and the times. These are basically the times that you just have to be a little bit cautious, right? If you don't have somewhat of a clear understanding of why you are long or why you are short inside a trade, you know what? Rather find yourself entering after these times when these news events are finding itself being released. All right, so on Monday we are having a public holiday, right? And if you are finding yourself using XM as the brokerage, which I am using, you can find yourself getting the link in my description. Find yourself signing up today and get your 100% bonus, right? The market will be closing around about 8 p.m., right? So the market will find itself having a early closure. On Tuesday we have President Donald Trump finding himself speaking, so we will definitely have some volatility coming through over there as well, right? And but the most important thing, right, the most important thing, I think here we will have like a nice little gap finding itself opening up, right, from Monday into Tuesday. So basically Tuesday we will have somewhat of a gap, but on Wednesday, right, depending on where the gap will be, right, we can potentially fulfill it with, you know what, FOMC. But on Wednesday we are having a big fundamental coming through, which is FOMC, right, coming through at 9 o'clock, right, 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Be you know what, if you even don't find yourself trading, you know what, just find yourself seeing what the market will be doing during these times over there as well, right? On Thursday we have initial jobless claim. I'm expecting somewhat of momentum finding itself coming through at 3:30 as well, right? So just find yourself having an eye out on that as well. And then on Friday, you know what, the existing home sales, I'm expecting around about 5 o'clock to have some momentum as well, right? You know what, I'm not saying that these ones aren't important, right? They are super important as well. You know what, just be cautious when, you know what, these news events are finding itself being released as well. All right, but this is what you can find yourself expecting for this up and coming week when it comes down to fundamentals. So looking at the NASDAQ, right, looking at the weekly time frame on the NASDAQ, we can clearly see that our bulls has been in control for the longest, right? The longest. So I am still bullish, as we are still bullish in market structure. If we are changing market structure to bearish, this is when I will then find myself, you know what, changing my outlook when it comes down to the NASDAQ. All right. As of now, for the week, I'm having my eye out on this beautiful down close candle right over here, as this is serving as an actual BOB, right? Basically an order block, right? If you are finding yourself being within our community, or a community which I'm trying to find myself building, right, the Discord link will be in my description. It's totally for free. You can just simply find yourself joining, right? It is not a mentorship, right, and it's not a signal provider service as well. Soon I will be deactivating my other social media platforms, right? So if you would like to find yourself just being in contact with me, you can just simply find yourself joining the Discord below. All right, so if you have any questions whatsoever or requests whatsoever, you know, you can just simply find yourself messaging me. No stress. All right, so weekly time frame, I am expecting us to have somewhat of an actual pushback towards the downside within this region, and then have a further continuation move back towards the upside, right? Now, where is your targets, right? For some beautiful longs, where is your target? What are you finding yourself looking at, right? Now, I'm simply finding myself looking at around about 22,600, right? If I can get up my Fibonacci from this low to this high, just like that, from this low to this high right there, right, as my extension target, right over there, we can see that it is finding itself lining up around about 22,600. So that is basically the target I would love to see the NASDAQ find itself hitting back into, right? So if I can maybe just do the following, um just do the following 22,600. That is basically the target to where I would love to see the NASDAQ find itself heading back into, right? So basically it's something like this, that I would like to see something like that happening. All right, so looking at the daily time frame, I am gonna find myself, you know what, I am gonna find myself just reducing my BOB just like that to this area right over here. As we can see, you know what, we had the closure above, we never came back for that retest, so I will have my eye out on this area. You know what, if we can see that beautiful shift back towards the downside, right? Currently we are also finding ourselves tapping within the all-time high territory, so we are expecting price to have somewhat of a pullback. Why? Simply because we are taking out buy side liquidity as well, right? So I would actually appreciate us have somewhat of an actual pushback towards the downside for a further continuation move back towards the upside, since our actual market structure is still somewhat bullish in market structure. All right, so we can also grab out the Fibonacci, well, our trend line just like that. For, you know what, we never know, right? We never know. I always find myself having an actual, and you know what, if I'm bullish in market structure, I'm taking into consideration all the things that can potentially find itself happening, right? So even if we can find ourselves having a deeper retracement back towards the downside, I will find myself having an eye out on this trend line as well, right, for a potential further continuation bounce back towards the upside, right? Just throwing that out there for you guys as well. All right, H4 time frame, H4 time frame right over here, we can still see that we are somewhat bullish in market structure as well. All right, we're still bullish in market structure as well. If we can see price have that shift back towards the downside, having that closure below these down close candles, basically changing market structure from this beautiful bull market back into a bear market, we then will find ourselves creating a breaker, right? And then I will be looking for some beautiful shorts on this beautiful pair called the NASDAQ, right? And after that, I would then have to wait for somewhat of a change in market structure from this bear market back into a bull market, so that I can find myself then looking for those nice, lovely overall, you know what, bullish momentum. Right now, I do know at some brokerages right over here will be a fake out. Right over here, right there would be a fake out somewhere right over there, right? And if I can maybe just go to my 30-minute time frame, there's also a bob lining up within that area, and we do have some beautiful equal lows coming through right over here as well. We never find ourselves seeing price taking out those equal lows, so if we can see that deeper retracement, you know what, I will have my eye out on this area right over here. Let me just make it a different color, just like that, boom, right? And maybe just extend, this over here as well, like that, and just mark it off as some beautiful equal lows we have found ourselves creating, right? So this is basically my outlook on the NASDAQ for this coming week. I want to see somewhat of an actual pullback. I want to see somewhat of a pullback for a further continuation move back towards the upside, as ultimately, you know what, I do have my eye out on 22,600 as a target. All right, and if we are finding ourselves changing market structure, you know what, taking out these lows over here and having that overall shift back towards the downside, obviously, then yes, you know what, I would be wrong with looking for those beautiful longs. But you know, when we get to that point, then I will find myself changing my mind. But as if now, we are still bullish in market structure, and all I'm gonna find myself doing is following market structure. Let me know what is your thoughts in the comment section, right? I will highly appreciate your feedback. Are you long? Are you short on the NASDAQ? And make sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe button if you have found yourself taking away something from these sessions. And if you are new, welcome. Till the next time, it's me, your boy D. I'm gonna see you on the next one. I'm out.